I suppose you are wondering why there is a man floating in the pool with his face down in the middle of a hot summer's day in Miami, Florida. It did not always used to be like this. This man used to give advice on Reddit, cut his toenails in the shower, and shag countless bitches from Bumble. It all began about 5 years ago. James was desperately trying to find refuge from the tow truck company that he had exacted revenge upon for towing away his 1999 Toyota Corolla that he still owed payments on. The tow truck driver would often target low-aged apartment residents who often placed their sticker decal on the wrong side of their front windshield. James remembered that one Ace Ventura pet detective movie and concocted a blow dart that he used on the driver as he was just about to leave the tow yard. He then teabagged the driver, showing his dominance and alpha male energy. He often reminisced of the old days of playing Fortnite and getting absolutely owned by the noobs he once used to obliterate in Call of Duty. Life was definitely different back then. But no time to remember the good old days now. James needed to find a place to lay low for a few days. He found an old abandoned mansion left behind by Chris Bosch, who later succumbed to his blood clots, and leaving his fortune to collect dust. However, upon entering the old mansion, he found Clara. She was the washed-up version of TikTokers who used the attention of simps and pay-pigs to get her hair and nails done at the drop of a hat, because as Snoop used to say, she could drop it like it's hot. Anyways, Clara was shocked when she saw James.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? Isn't this an abandoned mansion? We could both get arrested. I saw it once on my TikTok when squatters took turns taking a shit in the kitchen.
You used to watch TikTok? How is it now? Do girls still get on there and shake their asses for money?
Used to watch TikTok. Ha, every simp in the world still does, and you always knew it ruined someone's life when you heard they were in divorce court. And sadly, yes, girls are still on there, but it's mostly college chicks in their early 20s. The single moms get on there and don't last more than a year. The market has changed.
Well, maybe there is a small chance for me to get back in the game. Being 35 has always been hard to score the hot bookies and ray-rays, but I am sure there are still some old used-up chads in their 60s who could still use a little fantasy play.
I don't know. Seems a little risky to me. You're probably better off in this old abandoned building.
You're crazy. I am just as pretty as the younger girls. I have what they wish they could have, and that's experience. If you could just find me a cell phone for $50, I could make my way back into internet fame and fortune. Could you help me?
Well, I do need to blast my hot load. It's been a while. If you got $75 on you, and let me release a little frustration, I would say you have yourself a deal. There is a Family Dollar store up the road. I could find you a phone in there.
And it came to pass that James and Clara shook hands on the deal.
Oh yes, just like that. Keep going. You are doing so good. Please don't stop.
That was amazing. We should do this more often.
And after 5 days of hiding, James took his journey down the road to Family Dollar to score big on a new smartphone, the cheapest one in the market for $30. He was a smart guy because he pocketed the additional $45.
Here's your hopes and dreams of making it big on TikTok, Clara.
Oh, thank you, James. You're the best.
That's what she said. Well, my work here is done. I'll be back in 2 weeks to check on you. Take care and good luck, Clara.
After hiding from the tow truck company and after helping Clara, James went back to his apartment. Meanwhile, Clara set out to restore her old life of booty-shaking popularity on TikTok. She made countless videos. Hundreds, thousands of videos. And sure, she had some success. A few old chads here and there would send $40 for some feet pictures and cuck videos of her getting her back blown out by the hood thugs. But still, somehow, Clara was not fully satisfied. The popularity she once enjoyed in her teenage years just was not measuring up to being 35.
Here I am at 35, and sure, I have about 500 simps at my beck and call online to sell my farts in a bag to, but where did all the good men go?
6 months had come and went and James still had not come by to check on Clara. There was no need to. By this time, Clara had upgraded to the Motel 6 down the road, sometimes appearing on the Fresh and Fit podcast complaining about why millionaires no longer want to fly her out to Dubai and why Tristan Tate got out of prison so quickly when it was clear the Tate brothers were misogynists. But then it happened. At the Motel 6 swimming pool, there he was. The cunning bastard James. He had snuck into the motel to take a dip in the public pool. Clara approached him.
Hey James, I see you are living the dream. How's life?
Oh hey Clara, life isn't too bad. Just been hanging out eating overpriced fast food and watching reruns of Onasian meltdowns. How's TikTok going for you?
Clara paused for a moment, and there in her eyes, James could see tears start to stream down her face.
What's wrong Clara? Why are you crying?
Because, I didn't think life was going to turn out this way. I had it all. I had the attention of handsome successful men, and some of them even wanted to marry me and give me the world. I suppose the world was not enough for me. I wanted more.
That's really sad. I am not trying to be pushy or anything. I respect everyone's beliefs. But have you tried going to church and talking to a pastor about these issues? Maybe he has some good advice for you to follow.
Shut up James. What do you know? You're just a poor pathetic hypocrite who breaks into cheap motels to swim in their pools.
Suddenly, Clara pulled out a gun and started blasting away at James. The poor bastard didn't have a chance. He was gone within a matter of seconds. As the police arrived, Clara made one final TikTok before being handcuffed, crying into the phone, and her tears of sadness were suddenly turned into tears of happiness as she looked into the faceless audience of her simps and said,
I'm still pretty, right?